Hello everybody, welcome to the Hypnosis Academy. Today I'm going to share with you the biggest secret in the world, which is, what is therapy? What is the purpose of therapy? And all you need to do is know one thing, he says tongue in cheek. One thing. And if you know this one thing, you will be able to help anybody. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. So look, let's be frank. Can I be frank? Or I'll just be Gordon and I'll talk clearly. What I'm going to share with you is literally the basis of all therapy. How is it going to help you? It's going to help you because once you understand what you were doing, what therapy is, once you understand that, then you can look at everything that you do from now, or everything you've done and everything you're going to do in the future, and start applying this principle. And you'll notice that that principle's there in just about everything that you do. However, sometimes it isn't. And so if it isn't, you can make sure that you inject it into what you do. So what is the secret of therapy? What is therapy? What is it? Well, I'm going to give you a metaphor. Imagine that you've had a problem for 30 years, 40 years. This is not uncommon, okay? 50 years, all of your life. And every time that you think of that problem, you look at it like that, and you look at that problem, and you look at it like that. And somebody asks you about the problem and you go, yeah, because I know. And you become an expert on looking at your problem like that. Yeah. Then you go and find a good therapist. Yeah. And the therapist says, tell me about that problem. You go, well, that problem's this. Look, I'm going to show you. It's there. It's there. Okay. The good therapist then spends his whole or her whole time taking you out of your body and putting you here so that you look at the problem from that angle, and then maybe taking you and putting you above the problem so that you're looking down on the problem, and then moving you and perhaps putting you underneath the problem so that you're looking up at the problem. Yeah. Then they might spend a lot of time changing the color of the problem, changing the texture, pulling it, distorting it, spoiling it. Okay, that's the secret. It's called reframing. But if you want an easier way, getting people to see something a different way. The problem that we have when we have a problem is that we only have one perspective. We have our perspective. And so what happens in therapy, a good therapist works damn hard to give you 100 other perspectives, 1,000 weird perspectives, crazy perspectives, stupid perspectives. And that's the job of the therapist. How they do that? Well, it's endless. It's endless. Hypnosis is one beautiful way of giving people different perspectives. For those people who are going to be doing some courses with me, healing the child and chair therapy is giving you different perspectives on the same problem. You see, if you keep looking at the problem in the same way, you're going to have the same reaction every time. That's why if I ask somebody to tell me about their problem, I watch them and I watch their eyes, okay? Because obviously a lot of what I do is based in NLP and eye movement. And so I watch their eyes and I watch them do the same thing. Every time that they talk about their problem, for example, they'll go, so yeah, this problem, oh my God. Oh, okay? So they go up, to the side, down, right? And every time I ask them about the problem, they go, yeah, it's just... They do the same movement. Why? Because they have a set neural pathway in their brain. Think about that problem. I'm going to say something. I'm going to hear something. I'm going to feel bad. Okay? Your job is to change it. Your job is to mess it up, to mess up that pattern. There are tons of ways of doing it. You can mess it up with the energy balancing stuff like EFT, like EMI, havening. They can get rid of it. Okay? You can do it with hypnosis by getting them to go back to that problem and messing about with the problem. All that you want to do is mess about with the way that they represent it. What's the easiest? Now, this expression, this sentence, is the fundamental basis of all therapy. You can use it. We use it all of the time. So somebody says, oh my God, that was such a bad experience. I feel so bad. And we automatically say, hey, yeah, but look at it this way. How much have you learned from that? How much has that changed you as a person? You know, if you hadn't had that experience, would you be in the same place as you are now? What value did that experience give you? Okay, so the first part of the sentence is the key bit. Look at it this way. What do I mean by look at it this way? Look at it from a different perspective. Okay, now that works for visual people. Look at it this way. For auditory people, it doesn't work a lot because they don't like to look at things. They like to hear things. So you just change it and you say, hey, well, listen to this idea. Yeah. Listen, consider what I'm about to say to you. Right? You've got the auditory person going, oh, yeah, I've got to consider something. I'm going to listen to it. Yeah. Or kinesthetic people. Right? Kinesthetic people, you say, look at it this way, and they go, just not seeing it. I don't know what you mean. Yeah. You can say to them, look, how does this feel to you? See if you can grasp this idea. Grasp, yeah. Kinesthetic people can grasp things. Okay. So you can reframe with any type of modality. But the key thing is getting somebody to perceive from a new angle an old problem. That's it. The better you're at it, the better you can get people to perceive things differently, the better you are at therapy. Now, some people call that manipulation, and it is. There's absolutely nothing wrong with manipulating. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a good manipulator of people, if your intention is high. If you intend for the highest good to help this person, you're going to manipulate. I manipulate all of the time. That's my job, to manipulate people. I want them to change. Why? Because the current situation, the way that they're looking at that problem is not helping them. And so I want them to look at it in any other way. If you look at provocative therapy, which I use sometimes, okay, I don't do it overtly, but I use it. Provocative therapy is exactly that. It's getting somebody who's going, oh, I've got such a big problem, you know, and you say to them, you're a bit of a crybaby, aren't you? Right, that's provocative therapy. And they go, what do you mean? I mean, did you used to cry like that with your mummy? Yeah, you're a bit of a mummy's boy. That's that for them. Nobody's ever said that to them. They've always said, oh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it? You'll get over it. No, they need something different. People need something different. Therapists must give somebody something different. And that's why talkie therapy, where you get somebody to tell you about their problem and you talk about their problem, you're really not doing them any great service, because you are getting them to look at the problem in the same way. Obviously, there are talkie therapies that get you to look at things differently, and that's great. But just understanding your problem reinforces it. It reinforces it. It gets you to... I've worked with people who have been in therapy for 10 years, and they come to me and I say, are you better after 10 years? I go, no, I'm worse. But they are experts on their problem. They have looked at that problem. They know exactly what that problem is from one perspective. That's crap. That is crap. Okay, so that's all. The key sentence is, well, what if you were to look at it this way and fill in the gap? You invent anything. Be stupid. When I help people who have fear of flying, okay, fear of flying, I get them into the aeroplane. They're there, okay, and they go, oh, and I say, right now, the stewardess has come up to you and she's serving you a drink, but she's naked, okay? She's completely naked. And as you look at it, as she leans forward to give you the glass, her nipple rubs your cheek, all right? Now, that's mad. But what I'm doing is I'm ruining their scary image. Oh no, a plane, oh scary. And then suddenly you've got a stewardess's nipple rubbing your cheek. That is what's called reframing. That makes people go, what? Once you screw up somebody's representation, they can't get it back. You've screwed it up for them. You've messed it. And every time, and often, obviously there's more to it than just getting a nipple on your cheek, but it's the principle of it. And then after a while, the people start laughing. If you can get people to laugh, they're in the plane in the mind and they're laughing. It's done. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. You've messed up their representation. That's what you want to do. Mess up the representation of what they think the problem is. Because it's never that. There are a million options of what that could be. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you like this content, please will you subscribe and press the like button or leave a comment. Why? I'm trying to grow this channel, and it helps obviously for the algorithms and things like that if YouTube see that people enjoy the content, okay? And if you're interested in coming to join me, we have another course running in 2 weeks' time, which is about past life regression and higher self. To do that, you've got to understand hypnosis. However, if you haven't managed to join the hypnosis course but you would like to, there is an option of actually studying it at home. You've got 2 weeks if you want to study it at home, and then join us for the February course to learn how to help people into past lives. Then just contact me, okay? And I'll tell you all about it. So I'll see you. Take care.